Today we will have the advanced training of the KEL 6000, both version 1 and version 2, and then part of the SC120. Now let's start the KEL 6000 version 1 first. I think in most region, the version 1 has been stocked to sell. I believe, but maybe some distributor have some units in the stock. So maybe some installation will still happen. And this is the appearance of the KEL 6000 version 1. And you can see this buffer autoloader. This dual autoloader is a whole unit and can be separated. And this is the size of it. And different parts of the version 1. SC120 version 1. SC120, the 6K1, 6K2, and the autoloader of the SC, and the dual buffer and check unit of the analyzer. Right. And there is only one pneumatic unit. It can supply the pressure and negative pressure to the SC and the check. The different area of the checks and autoloader. As you can see, it's similar to the KEL 8000 analyzer checks. The loading platform, fitting channel, and the unloading platform, and the outer channel. Customer, if we don't offline any analyzer and the SC, customer can put the racks both this platform and this platform. In fact, also this platform is also okay. But what is the difference when they put the racks on different platform? The loading platform of the 6K1 can load the racks inward or outward in two directions. So it can distribute racks to the both like 6K1 and 6K2. But if we put the racks here, it can the checks modules can only load the racks inward, so it can only distribute the racks to the 6K2. And the same, if we put the rack here, only the SC can test the sample. The difference between the KEL 6000 and KEL 8000 is the KEL 6000 doesn't allow the racks move from left to right. We can allow this direction. So as you know, we can set the exam rule in the Lab Expert on for Cal 8000, we can set the rule to and allow the legs to firstly test by the analyzer 2, and then the exam by the analyzer 1. But for the Cal 6000, we don't allow this kind of rule. So if the customer select one BC 6000 and the other one is 6200, it means one analyzer has the RET channel, another doesn't have. So we need to install the high configuration, the 6200 as the 6K2, and the low configuration analyzer as the 6K1. This is the key point. And talking about the order of the analyzer, I want to remind you one thing of the Cal 8000. Yesterday's content. During the installation of the Cal 8000, let me go back to the PPT of the Cal 8000. What I want to mention is when the Cal 8000 is in the factory, the factory will assemble the different module to test whether it can run the racks normally. So the order of the modules that was aligned in the factory is defaultly is the loading unit, and then unloading unit, and then analyzers checks, and then SC120 check. I mean the factory will defaultly align the whole line in this order. And after they align the height and the left and right and inward and outward position, they will paste a label at the right side of the module here, but it's between it's in this gap, not on this surface. It is at the right side of the module, and paste another label at the back side of the screen, the analyzer's front cover near the screen. The label can tell you the order that this line was aligned in the factory. For example, the module number 1, the analyzer number 1, the module number 2, analyzer number 2. So when you install the lines in FView at customer side, it's better to follow this order to locate the different checks and analyzer, so it can reduce many times of the position alignment. Can you get my point?
Yes, Polly.
Okay. So let's go back to the Cal 6000. And in the Cal 6000, because the autoloader and the dual buffer checks mod units is easy to identify. So the factory will only paste the label at the behind the analyzer screen to tell you which is analyzer 1, which is analyzer 2, so you can follow the order. And this table shows the capacity of different area, but we don't need to remember it. The software, we have the lab experts. And the dual buffer check module supports to exam in the fitting channel, similar to the autoloader of the BC6000. And compare with the Chaos 8000, exam reduced. The Chaos 8000, because the 6800 don't support directly exam on the fitting channel, so the racks should go back to the outer channel, and then go back to the loading platform and wait for the previous check finish and analyzing, and then get it examined. So it will take a long time for the exam. But the Chaos 6000, it supports directly move back, and it can reduce the exam time. But the Chaos 8000 Plus, I mean the Chaos 8000 with 6A Plus supports directly the exam. So this point is not suitable to the Chaos 8000 Plus. Offline. If we offline the 6K1, the 6K1 stop to outward loading, so you can regard it as a standalone BC6000. So analyzer, if analyzers want to use the auto slide exam rule, they need to put the racks on the loading platform of the 6K2. And if we offline any one of the analyzer, you can use its closed tube mode. And when 6K2 is offline, the 6K1 can support load, but it will stop loading to 6K2. And the 6K2 can be regarded as a standalone. How to offline? Click the right top button. And an important information, when the SC is offline, all the racks can still be unloaded to the unloading platform of the SC. It means even though we offline the main unit of SC, the autoloader is available for the racks from the analyzers. But if we want to use the SC when it is offline, we need to use the special check, the slide check. Is it clear?
Yes, it's clear.
Okay. STAT, it means if customer want to test a lag in emergent, he can input the lags before all the other lags on any one at any one loading platform, so it can support the STAT batch sample, but the KEL 8000 don't support this function. And customer can directly move the lags which finish analyzing on the unloading platform. It means they don't need to wait for the lags to be unloaded to the unloading platform of the SD. This is the same with KEL 8000. In the accessory kits, we have some different colorful adapter, and you can install the adapter to the racks to help customer identify different function rack. And for the KEL 6000 version 1, because the SC120's main control board control the autoloader and the dual buffer track unit, so we can power off the SC. And of course, it also controls the pneumatic unit. But if customer don't want to use the SC anymore, they can set the SC as into the economic mode. In the economic mode, the SC will only power on its power assembly and its main control board, and other parts and other components is without power. This is the recommended work table for the KEL 6000. And because the weight of the analyzer and SC are very high, so we should ask customer to prepare a strong enough work table in the lab. And the structure of the KEL 6000 version 1 is the PC will connect the analyzers and the SC main unit with network cable. Pay attention, the autoloader and the dual buffer check unit don't have network interface. And the CMU on the PC will send the instruction. Will send the instruction to the main control board of the SC120, and the SC will distribute the instruction to the autoloader and the dual buffer check. And the analyzer communicates with analyzer and SC communicates with the autoloader and the dual buffer tracks by RS 232 cable, and the check and the checks the check and the autoloader communicate by the CAN bus cable. Later I will introduce the details. The mechanical structure of the checks module is similar to the checks module of KEL 8000. You can see the loading part and the outer checks is similar, and the checks unloading detection unit is similar, and the work logic is also similar. And this part is used to transport the rack from the outer tracks to the autoloader of the SC120. During the installation, pay attention, there is a CAN bus cable hide in this position, so you need to jack it out and connect with the SC120. Do you
Pauline,
want?
Can you show? Sorry.
Please.
Can you show us on this picture where is the start position for the racks?
Which position?
Should we place the rack on the belt or directly on the loading platform of the first model?
You want to directly put the racks on the belt? No.
So where is the start position? Because if we have, for example, 20 racks and the capacity of the loading platform is about the 15, as I remember, the rest of the racks should be handled on the loading platform of the second unit, or
yes.
we can put.
No, we can't put the rack on the belt. We can only put them at the platform of here or here.
Okay. So in this case, the automatization is not so automatic.
Yes.
So yeah. Thanks.
And the maximum capacity of the loading unit is 10 and 9. So it's not a very large capacity. If the customer want a high capacity hematology line, suggest to install the KEL 8000. Different.
Oh, I see. Thanks.
Yeah, different market position. And the loading unit, fitting unit, and the unloading unit is similar to the KEL 8000, so I don't want to repeat. And the transfer unit, the motor drives this part to push the rack. Sorry, not push. To move inner and outer to stop the racks to wait for the SC120 autoloader get ready. It is similar to the that units on the KEL 8000. Belt driving assembly. the closed tube compartment, it is similar. It is the same with the BC6000 standalone. And the rack pressing unit is the same with the KELS 8000. The cylinder drive this block move up and down to press the racks, and at the same time the another unit can move outward to fix the sample tube, to make the sample tube vertical, and then the piercing probe pierce into the sample tube and aspirate. Turning unit, it is a motor drive this part to push the rack from the dual buffer checks module to the autoloader of SC120. It's quite simple. Rotation unit is the same with the BC6000 standalone. I don't want to explain here because next month we have the training, advanced training of the BC6000 autoloader. It's the same with the standalone. Hardware system. It is not an individual system. Work together with the SC and the BC6000. There are totally 3 boards, 1 autoloader board and 2 well control board. And the main control signal comes from SC. This is the key point. And the function.
Could we, sorry, Polly, could we integrate the standalone SC120 to the KELS 6000 series?
Mm-hmm.
So if we have a standalone SC120, could we place it in the track?
In fact, no. Why? Because the standalone SC is the SC120 generation 1. It is the same with the SC on the KELS 8000, but the SC on the KELS 6000 is the generation 2. So they are different. And this afternoon I will explain the knowledge of the SC, and then you will know it. We have two.
So differences
we have two kind of SC. One is the generation 1, another is generation 2. The generation 1 can be used on the KELS 8000 and standalone, and the generation 2 can only be used on the KELS 6000 currently. But in this later in this year, maybe they will stop the generation 1, and then all the hematology line and standalone will be the generation 2. But this is another topic. Currently, we can use the standalone to install to the KELS 6000.
No, that's okay.
Mm-hmm. And the function of the 2 kinds of board are the autoloader board will drive the motor and switch the outer checks and receive the main control signal. And the well control board will control the valves of the checks and receive the signal from the BC6000. It means in the well control board will control this part components, and this part components, and the autoloader board will control the checks part. This part, and communicate with the main control board of the SSD, and distribute the instruction with the to the well control board to communicate with the well control board, so that they can control different parts. And this push the turning unit. Okay, this hardware diagram is quite clear. You can see the PC connects to the analyzer and SSD, and the CMU will distribute the instruction to the main control board of the SSD, and then SSD will control its autoloader and control the pneumatic unit and control the checked autoloader board. And the checked autoloader board will control the outer check and communicate with the drive board of the analyzer of the Himalogic of the 6000. And the drive board will communicate with the autoloader board of the analyzer of the main unit, and the autoloader board communicate and control the autoloading part of the autoloading platform. Is it clear for this diagram?
Yeah. Could we find this diagram in the service manual?
Yes. During the troubleshooting of the checks, it is quite useful.
Yeah, sure.
Board position. This is the autoloader board, and this is the well control board. Pay attention. Some engineer may think this one, because this one is closer to the to this part, so they think this way will control this part. And when they want to replace the board, they will during the troubleshooting, they replace a long board. Okay. The BC6000 and the Chaos X1000 check share the same autoloader board. This page is it's a little complex. It tells us the autoloader board of the checked and the BC6000 is the same spare parts, but we can swap them as we want. You can see if the board has been used on the check or the analyzer on the Chaos 6000, it can be used to the use on the another Chaos 6000, and then upgrade. It's okay. But if the board has been used on standalone BC6000, we need to install it. Sorry, it can be directly used on the check and we need to install it to the analyzer on the KEL 6000 and upgrade, and then you can use it to the check. It means you can swap the autoloader board between the two analyzer and the checks in the same KEL 6000. But if you get a autoloader board from the stock, or from the other standalone BC6000, you can directly use it on the check. You need to install it on the to the analyzer on the KEL 6000, and then upgrade software, and then put it swap it to the check. Is it clear?
Yeah.
Okay. And talking about this point, how I remember, if in the KEL 8000, if you want to upgrade a standalone BC6800 or 6800 plus to the KEL 8000, it's very easy. Just install it and upgrade the software. But if you want to remove a 6A or 6A plus on the KEL 8000 and make it used as a standalone, what do you need to do? Let me open the demo.
For the BC6800 plus, we should make some adjustments in the software and replace the loader, and
No,
that's all.
No, in fact, we don't. In the recently years, 6.8, we don't need to replace the power driver board anymore, because the new power driver board supports to be set the parameters on it to make it suitable for both standalone and the KEL 8000. But we need to set the option in the advanced settings screen. Wait a minute. Here, model selection. When we upgrade the standalone to the KEL 8000, you can directly install it and then upgrade software, no problem. Because if you upgrade the after you upgrade, you can also select the different configuration here. But if you want to remove KEL 6 the 6A from KEL 8000 and then install it as a standalone, you need to set the configuration before you remove it, before you power off and remove it. You need to set it to standalone and then power off, and then install it to another autoloader and then power on and upgrade the software. Why? Because the power driver board will when it is the 6A is working on the KELS 8000, the power driver board will distribute a storage a memory space for the KELS 8000. And if you directly remove it and install it to the autoloader, it can power on. It can go into the initialization screen. It will pending in the Mindray logo and can go into the system. So you need to set it as a standalone and then install it to the standalone autoloader, and it can finish the initialization and alarm something. But you can enter the system and you can troubleshooting and upgrade the software. Can you get my point?
Yes, Polly, we get their point. But if there's a case where our dealer have a KEL 8000 and they uninstalled it regularly, did not change the setting, and store it in their warehouse. But in the future, they are going to install it as standalone. Is there any way that we can bypass this setting or setting without having to connect to the KEL 8000?
You can try to power on it and whether it can go into the system, because if we directly remove disconnect the 6A from the KELS 8000, it should can go into the system but alarm, right? And then you can set the configuration as a standalone and then power off and connect it to the autoloader.
I see.
Okay.
Okay, thank you, Polly.
So only need to pay attention is don't directly upgrade a standalone software when the 6A is still connected to the KEL 8000. I mean, if you upgrade a standalone software into it, and you find that you can go into the system, so you can do nothing to but replace the power driver board.
Okay, thank you, Polly.
Polly, you told that we should on all modern machines.
Okay.
Before upgrade, replace the power board. So how we could judge which machine is old enough and which is not?
Old enough? The machine.
Yeah.
If the machine is older than it is produced before 2014, you should consider whether you need to prepare a power driver board.
Okay.
I have a upgrading guidance in the TDS in the folders under the KELS 8000. You can check it. The name is the standalone 6A upgrade to KELS 8000 guidance. I remember the name is it.
Oh, thank you.
Okay. And okay, go back to the KELS 6000. Installation checking points. First, we need to know the installation sequence. First, we need to install the main unit of the SC because it is the it is with the largest weight, and then connect the autoloader to it, and then connect the buffer checks to the autoloader, and then install the two analyzer. The foot of the analyzer is made by the POM material, the POM. So it is the same with the 6A on the KEL 8000. So it can be easily moved on the work table. So don't worry, it can be pushed and pull. And the sequence of 6A and 6K2 cannot be exchanged. And the position need to confirm. The fitting channel confirming. We need to confirm whether the rack can move smoothly on the fitting channel. If not, we need to adjust the position of this part. This part, we can lose the screws and then move it a little inward or outward. The best size of the gap is it can allow one rack and two pieces of A4 paper go into this gap. Not too loosen, not too loose and not too tight. And then, and we need to observe whether this part will affect the movement of the rack. This part is the center guiding unit. If it affects the movement, you can adjust its inward and outward position by adjusting the screw at the side of the unit. And the back and front position confirming, we can adjust the pincher. We can adjust it by the software or the or the screw. You can lose the screw at the right side of the pincher, and then move it in or out, and then tighten it again, fix it again. The good position, you can manually put a sample tube into the pincher, and then observe whether it can move smoothly into or outward out of the hole. And left, the height, left and right position confirming. We need to confirm whether the sample the probe of the analyzer is in the same lines with this bracket. If not, we need to adjust the position of the analyzer, because we don't have screw can adjust the left and right position of the probe. So we need to adjust the position of the analyzer. But maybe you will ask, there is a pin and a location hold between the analyzer and the checked module. How to move it left and right? If you observe the location pin of the analyzer, you will find it is fixed by two screws, and you can lose the two screws and move it a little left and a little right. This is how to adjust the left and right position between the analyzer and the check. And the height, we need to guarantee the gap between the lower surface of the white block and the top surface of the bracket is in about 2 to 4 milliliter. If it's not suitable, you need to adjust the fit of the analyzer to raise it or to make it down. Is it clear? It's quite easy.
Yeah, that's clear.
Okay, and we also need to guarantee the gap between the pincher and the rack. We can adjust it by the software. We need to first guarantee the gap between the white block and the bracket because we can adjust it by software, and then observe the pincher. And if the gap is not good, we can adjust it by the software. And then run several sample tubes and observe whether the piercing probe can pierce into the center of the sample tube. If not, it means the in and out, left and right position between the analyzer and the check modules is not very good. You need to adjust it again. Rotary assembly. This is rotary assembly. We need to whether the roller is approximately center with the tube rack hole position. In theory, the position should be confirmed before the analyzer is out of factory. If there is deviation larger than, adjust the stability position in the left and right direction. This assembly is fixed to the main units of the analyzer. The screw can be loose and adjust it a little left and right. So you can adjust it by this method. But if the big wheel, as you can know, there is a big wheel under the motor. If the big wheel is also to left and to right, you need to first we need to guarantee the piercing probe can pierce into the center of the hole because we don't have other method to adjust the left and right position of the piercing probe except adjusting the analyzer's position. So if we have confirmed the analyzer's left and right position can make a good position of the piercing probe, we need to adjust this position and this position by other method. We can adjust the position of the analyzer again. So we can lose the screw of of this part and this part and adjust it a little left and right. And for the position of the two small wheel, we also need to guarantee its inward and outward position. How? We can also adjust another two screw, four screw, I think, at the left side of the assembly to move it a little in or a little out. Oh, is it clear? The sequence of the position confirming is: first, confirm the width of the fitting channel, because the fitting channel is not related to the analyzer main unit. It is only related to the check unit itself. So we can adjust it before we connect the analyzer to the check. And after we confirm this part, we need to confirm the in fact, this page it should not be here. We need to confirm the piercing probe's position and adjust the left and right of the analyzer, and then confirm the gap, and then confirm the pincher and the rotation assembly, because the pincher assembly and the rotation assembly can be head screw can be adjusted, so it is relatively easier to adjust. Can you get my point?
Yeah, it's okay.
Both KL 6000 version 1 and version 2 has the same logic. And then the scanning also can be adjusted by the screws. And then calibrate the analog sensor. What is the analog sensor of the KL 8000? It is let me show you the demo. You can download the demo from the TTS. Sorry, this is a demo of the standalone. So let's bypass this one. In fact, in the KL 8000, 6000, the autoloader, the 6K1 autoloader has a couple of analog sensor to detect whether there is a lag on the loading platform. So we need to confirm the analog sensor. Okay, do you have any question about this PPT? the check itself is quite easy, but during the installation, the cable connection may be a little confused, because during your first installation, it's hard to you are easy to ignore the CAN bus connection. I mean you may forgot to connect the CAN bus between the autoloader board and the main unit, because you need to jack the cable out of the track, and otherwise you can find it. And one important information in the installation guide, after you install the machine, you need to install the software, right? The software include the CMU and the LabXpert. And after install the CMU, you need to go into the auxiliary tool to set the IP address in the same position as the CAL 8000 CMU auxiliary tool. And when you want to enter the IP address of the main control board, what should you enter? You need to enter the IP of the SC120, because the main control board of the check, in fact, it is the main control board of the SC120. So you need to remember this point, because the installation guide doesn't tell you. It just tell you enter the IP address of the main control board. Is it clear?
Yes, it's clear, Polly.
Okay. I don't want to introduce the installation guide, because it is quite similar, except the important points that you need to set the main control board IP address. And seldom of you will install these models, because it is stopped, and we switch the CAL 6000 from the version 1 to the version 2 in the market department. And later I will introduce the CAL 6000 version 2. But before it, I want to take a break for 15 minutes, because I want to have my lunch. And let's come back at 13:35, okay?
Okay, Polly.
Okay, see you later.
Okay, Polly.